All right, here are all Shaq's koi. I'll try and get a close-up of each and every one of them. In the middle of a water change right now, so while the water's down low, I figured it'd be the best time to get pictures. Okay, now out here is where we set up the pool for Shaq's koi. And you can see all that brown stuff, them are all eggs that haven't hatched or have fungused over. And there is just literally thousands of babies all through here. So we just got done doing the water change on this one today, and we'll do it again tomorrow morning. But you can see there's still foam on there. When I came out here the first day after they all spawned, this looked like a bubble bath, all foam everywhere. You couldn't see through, you couldn't see any fish. It was all foam. So we skimmed all that off, and you know, we lost some eggs there, but most of the eggs were stuck to everything. The tree that was in here, the plants that were in here, the net that had fallen in, they were all covered in eggs. So now this is the second place that we got, you know, the koi are alive and the eggs are or are not hatching. You can see this whole bottom, everything brown over there, that's all eggs. So as we're doing water changes, I'm catching the babies out of the water and doing the water change here. Now let me go show you the third spot we got for the koi babies right now. Hang on. Now, you guys all remember Tracy's koi. It's this big green tub. Well, we set this up. We took the plant out of the back because you can see up close how covered with eggs it is. This plant right here was in there for the eggs. This bucket had fallen in, so it's covered in eggs. So is that tub. So we have this tub here now, which there's all kinds of babies swimming around here. I'm just waiting for more of the eggs to hatch or throw away the ones that have fungused over. So it's hard to separate them. But this is the second spot that we got for them. Or no, this is the third spot. We got the 40-gallon tank in there, the 2,000-gallon pond, and this I think is a 1,000-gallon or 800-gallon tub. So as I do more water changes tomorrow, I'll set up a different tank, and I'm using sponge filters that have been, you know, running on my system forever. I got a few of the tanks in there have 2 sponge filters in there in case I ever need them. I can take one out and use it elsewhere. That's what we're putting on the baby tanks now. So I'll set up another one tomorrow. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but there are literally thousands of babies, koi babies, from the Shaq koi everywhere in this place. They're all over this pool. But time for today's water change. We've been changing about 1,000 gallons a day trying to keep this ammonia down. I think it's from all the eggs that are not hatched and gone bad, and you know, the sperm from the males and the expectorant from the females putting out all the eggs. So we've been changing it, and you know, we brought the ammonia way down, but we're trying to get as we're doing the water change here, we're getting as many babies out as we can. I'm putting the water change through a net into a tub and letting the tub overflow with water, and then we're putting them babies up in a different tank every time. So the time to start today's work. Okay, this is day 2 of the babies. They're just everywhere, but they're getting bigger. We still got a bunch out in the pool, and we got a bunch inside. Okay, now this is day 2 of the babies from inside. They are really eating and doing good. Now out here, a bunch is hatched. I haven't seen them yet. There's still eggs there.
I see the eggs.
But I haven't seen the babies. Josh's seen a bunch of them. But they were all over the bucket, the tub, this net, this plant here. See all the eggs on the stalk of the plant?
Yeah.
So we put everything in here, hoping to get, you know, different places that babies are growing to where if something happens to one set, the other set still, you know, makes it.
Yep.
Okay, guys, this is day 3. As you can see, we have millions of babies in this one. We have another tank set up with just a gazillion babies. We also have this tub set up You guys remember the tanks that Cameron and Kate gave us? We're using them for babies right now, so I can't give them out yet, but look at all the babies in here. Still got egg casings on the floor. And then I just set up this one. Look at all these babies. So that's tank number 4. And then, let me come out here. This is Josh's first day back to work. So I've been here all alone by myself today, but let me come out here. This water still hasn't cleared up, but if you can see, look at all the babies in there. I don't know if you can see or catch them by the camera, but they're everywhere in here. This whole thing is covered with them. Finally got the ammonia down in this pool. We've done water changes every single day in it. Now the filters can take over where all the eggs were overproducing, you know, ammonia, and the, not the eggs, but the casings and all the koi sperm in the water. It was pungent smelling, but now it's the filters are able to keep the ammonia down now. So I can leave these babies in here. So we've got this setup for fish, for baby fish. We got the 10 gallon, the 30 gallon, the 2 in the top of the 3-tier tanks. So that's 3 different places, 4, 5, and then we got the tub out front with the koi. That's 6 different things I have full of baby Shaq koi, let's call them. All right, guys, day 4. Look at all these babies. They're growing. There's no bunches of dead ones. They're all doing good. Bunch in here. They're everywhere. Let me take you out. There's the Abba. Let me take you out and show you the rest. Okay, this is the 10 gallon tank. Look at how many thousands of babies. And some bad eggs that have fungused over, so they ain't gonna hatch. I need to get them out of there. And then same thing over here. Look at all of these guys. They're everywhere. They just keep eating. And then of course there's some eggs that have fungused over. They're not gonna hatch. It's hard for me to get them out of there. I don't wanna suck no babies out. So what I did was I made this contraption. A small hose, smaller than a python. I plugged the end of it up, and then this sponge, it sucks water through. So I was able to do a complete water change on them today, on both tanks. So we have them, but now come on out here. Oh man, it's about 10 a.m. and I'm wore out for the day already. There's no more smell to this water. I tested for ammonia this morning, tested for nitrites. We're all good. Now, I couldn't see on the last camera, but there's literally thousands of them still in here that have lasted through the ammonia water. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring all them fish tanks of baby koi back out here, and I'll just feed this one tub, you know, 4 or 5 times a day. We're gonna do one more water change, because as we, you know, suck the water out, we grabbed all the dead eggs off the bottom. Or egg casings, however you wanna call it. There's some over there. We've got that little bit left to clean. And then that big barrel filter and the FX5 will be able to keep this water clean. And, you know, ammonia and nitrite free. So, and we got the 2 sponge filters in there. So this is where all the Shaq babies are going to grow. Now that we got a hold of the ammonia problem. Today is, what's this, Wednesday? We're getting ready to go to Shaq's house this weekend. Okay guys, this is day 8. They're getting really big. They're doing good. This is this tank here. We still haven't moved them all into the big pond out back. We've been really busy with lots of other work. But just want you guys to know that they are doing good. They are living. All 6 different spots are doing good. So we have figured out. Look at the size of some of these. They're getting so big. They're over 1/4 inch. I'm happy with the progress. Now, we told you that, you know, this all happened getting, you know, Shaq's koi here and they spawned. What we're not telling you now is I just got back from Shaq's house, giving him the koi. So this is why, one of the reasons we haven't really done too much to these babies and moved them and stuff. But I just got back, and this video, a lot of it was taken beforehand, so you're going to hear me talking about going to Shaq's house this weekend, a ways back. But anyways, we're back now. Everything went good. Wait till you see the videos. It's going to be awesome. It will be the next video, I believe. But I come home to finding no babies dead, and you know, look at the bottom down there. There's nothing. There's nothing over here. So I'm real happy. I don't even know if I want to move these guys because they're just doing so well in here. But we did go and capture our stingrays last night, and we got them out of the pool and back into here. And now today we're going to move these guys back. So then we'll have our pool that nobody swims in, where no one can harm the stingrays. You step on them and they can go back to doing what they do and hanging out. So the new babies are getting up there in size. But you can see over here, let me see, walk this way just a little bit. Oh, geez, sorry about that. Over there is the 2 tanks full of baby koi too, and they're doing good. Actually, let's walk over there. It seems so quiet here, so different without Tracy being here. All right, let me sit down here. This is due for a water change. But yeah, there's just bunches of babies. Now there's a few dead ones at the top, stuck to the glass. But I'm going to chalk that up for, you know, no water change while I was gone. So I'm going to do water change on these guys here and these guys. Look at all these, and there's no dead ones in there. But there ain't as many egg casings on the floor as there were in here. So I'm thinking the ammonia got too high for the sponge filter in here, and then spiked ammonia and spiked nitrite. So there's a couple baby deaths there. But by all, I mean, even in the back pond or the back pool, there's still hundreds out there, thousands. So we're going to keep doing this and keep growing them. And I've been feeding them, you know, first bites, and I've been taking what kind of food is that? The cichlid pellets? No, it was some sort of pellet, but if I take it and put it between my fingers and crush it, it just emulsifies into micro dust. I've been adding them in there with their food with the first bites, and you know, they're doing good. They're growing. It seems the ones inside the fish room, which are a higher temperature, are growing faster than these ones out here. But they're still growing. But the ones inside the fish room, where I keep the room at 83, I think it is, the tanks are all around 80. Out here, I don't heat this room. I only heat the water of the pond right there. So this air, which has a vent on it, sucks in through a vent in that corner, and in this corner over here has outside air. So it gets down to like 60-ish at night. And so these tanks are a little bit cooler than the fish room, and it seems the babies are growing faster in the warm air, warm water. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I'm going to edit the Shaquille O'Neal video for you guys and get that video up and going, because I have to leave for Connecticut this weekend, and Massachusetts and New Jersey and Long Island, New York. It's about a 10-hour drive away, but I got a full days of, you know, rescues to do there and then drive back. So I have to pre-make this video for you guys, because I can't do it on the road. And then I can just, from the road, I can open it up to public. So I have to make that today, and then that way tomorrow I just got to get ready for the trip, and then do our Friday live stream, and then leave. Josh ain't going with me this time. He's going to stay here, and I've got, I think Will Star 7 is going to go. Maybe Anna Norton. Try, you know, these are just friends and members that would like to go on the trip. So I just would rather not go by myself, because for one, the splitting of the driving would be nice. Two, watching the driver, if they're falling asleep, you can watch them and see. And then having somebody to talk to, it's always easier and the time moves faster. So, if you like, you know, all of our adventures, they're going to get a lot more hectic because we've been kind of slowed down because of this lockdown. Well, now I've got a lineup of rescues to go do from all over the place. So we're going to start doing these longer trips, doing more, you know, crazy rescues, and then, you know, bringing them home here. So if you like our adventures, you know, keep watching, and you're going to see some cool videos coming up, especially the Shaquille O'Neal ones. That man is a great man. He is awesome. Wait till you get to see him in the videos. He's fun to hang out with. He's fun to talk to. You never know what he's going to do. In one of our videos, we got him where, you know, we were picking out the last fish out of the truck, and he didn't want to reach in and get it. So Joshy reached in, scooped him up, but while Joshy was in there, Shaq come up, put his big hand on Josh's back, and started whooping him. Shaquille O'Neal whooped my boy, yes. It was funny as could be. Wait till you see some of this stuff. The man's crazy, he's funny, and he's got a good heart. I mean, you know, that whole Shaquille shout out to Tracy, I didn't tell him the whole story. I just told him, my wife's in the hospital and couldn't make it. She wanted you to have this koi. And he stopped everything and just took the phone from me and asked what's her name. I said Tracy, and he's like, Tracy, this is Shaq. You know, I didn't ask him to do that. That was amazing that he did that. So he's a nice guy. You guys, can't wait for you guys to see this video coming up. Until then, I'm out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe, and if ever you can, share the videos. That really helps us. Share them everywhere, on Facebook, on Instagram, on, you know, even YouTube channels. Just share them. And, you know, what's our tagline? Stay fishy, my friends.